Oh, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. And today we are going to talk about three things that is going on at Manchester United. I'm Tomas, your host, and I'm going to go into the details of what's been going on. United have played 4 home games: Leeds, Newcastle, Villa, West Ham. No, who did we? Everton. We beat Leeds 5-1, beat Newcastle 4-1, lost at home to Villa, drew at home to Everton. So points, out of 12 points available at home, we have taken 7 and dropped 5. So you ask yourself, to win titles, to challenge for the title, you have to win your home games. Your home games are your bread and butter. You can't dispute not winning home games. You can't keep saying, oh, we have a great away record. No, your home games are your bread and butter. Last season, I remember Ole constantly complaining, oh, we missed the home fans, we missed the home support. Be careful what you wish for. The reason I say this is because with the fans now, watching your every move, they boo, they cheer, they cry, they smile, they dance, they sing, they do everything. If United is not playing good football, the fans will let you know. Old Trafford fans, they are a nice bunch of fans. I love Old Trafford because when I used to go to Old Trafford when I lived in London, they will sing to the very last. But if you're not delivering, they will let you know. So put it this way. People, are you satisfied with United football? I don't think any United fan is satisfied. The euphoria, the extravaganza, the joy that Ronaldo's come home is beautiful. But he's not happy. Ronaldo is a serial winner. He's not going to go into Old Trafford and settle for a Carabao Cup. He won those when he was younger. He won all those. He don't deal with them trophies anymore. He deals with the big trophies, league titles, Champions League, Ballon d'Ors, World Club Championships, not Carabao Cup. He won that twice back in the day when he played for United the first time around. So those will not tickle his fancy. He came to United thinking, all right, I should be the final piece of that jigsaw puzzle to deliver. But you ask yourself, is this team even good enough? It has all the components. Defensively, we are solid. I mean, I think we are. Midfield-wise, there's a problem. So you begin to see the reason why Ole wasn't so adamant and directly driving to push for CDM because he already has a CDM in Mcfred. He has 2 players playing in one position. They don't offer a lot. They don't go forward. You see, this is the problem. Good morning, Hammy. How are you? Welcome to the show. Ronaldo is not happy. The fans are not happy. But you got to understand, why is this? Because if we look at this from all angles, we've got to play better football. He wished, Ole said, I want the fans, I miss the fans. We have the fans, 75,000. And you're playing this kind of football at home? Being defensive at home? Who plays a back 6 at home? I don't get it. We all saw the beautiful game of football that Man City and Liverpool play. That's football at its beauty. Man City, the away team, took the game to Liverpool. Do you think if that was United, United would have taken the game to Liverpool? Oh, hell no. Ole would have sat back, trying to hit them on a break. But you know the funny thing now, what I realize now is teams now hit United on the break. Teams now counter-attack United. We don't even counter-attack anymore. Isn't that ironic? Wasn't that the reason he bought a certain Sonic guy, aka Daniel James, for counter-attacks? What happened to that? Interesting, isn't it? So I'm saying this now. How many more home games are we going to witness the Mcfred partnership? How many home games are we going to play at Black Six? How many more games are we going to watch pro football? How many more? You all saw Ronaldo on. He doesn't like being subbed. He doesn't like coming on as a sub. He doesn't like not winning. He doesn't. He has a very high standard. People, you see, instead of fans to concentrate on his desire to win, they talk about, oh, he's so all about himself. He has his own personal shin pads. And at least he doesn't tattoo himself every week with a new tattoo that these today's footballers are. That he has not a single tattoo, not even a butterfly on his skin. So I will give that a pass. Whereby if he has his own shin pads about himself, it's better than having tattoos everywhere. So let's move on from that. Some people say, oh, he's nah. Let's talk about the football. Against Everton, let's just go to the Everton game. Against Everton, it started well, even though the selection was different. But you ask yourself, why are you resting Sancho? Why are you resting Ronaldo when next week is international break? And that I can't comprehend. I cannot comprehend why he's resting Ronaldo, Pogba, and Sancho when there's international break the following week. I don't get it. Okay, even if you played Martial on the left, you should have just started Sancho. Sancho needs a full game and play Cavani in the middle. I don't even mind that. I didn't mind that. But this Mcfred combo, it's not good. You see, what he's doing is it yielded results last season. But this is what I see. I see a horror movie. When you go to the movie, you watch a horror movie, they repackage the horror movie and play again. It's kind of like a remake. But all they did was change the lead cast, the lead star. The lead star of that movie, they changed. The full cast, who played all the co-star and the other roles are the same. Then they probably change one character. So it's like United are the same from last season. They put Ronaldo in there, put Varane in there, put Sancho in there, and they repackaged it and said, boom, same movie. So watching the same movie with a different lead, someone playing the lead role. That's all we're doing. But the movie is going the same way, as in badly bad. You know what I mean? Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing great. Just talking about how things are really not really great at Old Trafford at the moment, despite us having the greatest player of all time in our team. We have a world-class defender. We got a guy at the right who we chased for 2 years, and we can't even get into work. So it comes down to, I think it comes down to the coaches are not good enough. And unfortunately, Ole got a new contract. Phelan is now getting a new contract. So Carrick and McKenna will be next. So we are rewarding failure with contract extensions. What did they deserve to get contract extensions? Let's see. We got to 5 semi-finals, got to 1 final and lost. Still no silverware. The cabinet is still empty after 3 years. Wow. But you get a contract extension as a reward for what exactly? For mediocrity? Give me a fucking break, mate. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. But this is the standards we are today. Rewarding them lot who could even come out of the group stage. This is the easiest Champions League group stage ever United will be in. Young boys. Atalanta. Villarreal, give or take. If Ole cannot come out of this group, bro, he got to go. He got to go. Because can you imagine Ronaldo playing Europa League? Bro. Nah, mate. I don't even want to perceive or even entertain the idea of not even going to this next stage of Champions League football. Because I cannot do Thursday, Sunday football again. Last season, it was torture. Thursday, Sunday. It was ridiculous. But and after all that, you go to the final Every United player, ex-player, has said United should have won that trophy because, but it comes down to poor football, poor coaching. How do you play a cup final and don't make any substitutes in 115 minutes? It must be in the record books of not changing a player in a cup final for that long. It must be in the record book somewhere. Because I'm sorry, I don't know. It is what it is. But this is who we are dealing with. This guy, Ole, I'm not bashing him, but he sounds and comes across as arrogantly, stubbornly incompetent. Arrogantly stubborn, incompetent. I think he's up to the job, mate. I don't think he's up to it. I think the job is way too big for him. Because he sits there, crosses his leg, looks at his monitor, like he's sitting there waiting for a photographer to take a picture. And after a abysmal performance, you see him laughing after the game, like, bro, what signal are you saying? You think you perform well? But people are saying that giggling and laughing is a defense mechanism to cover the pain. Yeah, you better show pain than showing teeth after you failed. The football has to improve. It has to be. We can't. This is just sucking the life out of people. McTominay, he don't even look fit. He doesn't look 100% fit. You know, as soon as the doctor said, okay, he's certified. All right, you're in the team. It's just like Ole was waiting. It's like Ole was waiting at the rehabilitation center, looking in the window. Is he ready? Is he ready? Oh, I got a game for him. Is he ready? It's just as soon as. How does Mcfred get automatic? They play badly, but they get back into the team the following week. Have you seen that kind of shit before? People, have you seen that kind of shit before? You cannot be reward a player after. Bro, when you play badly, consistently bad, why would you be consistently being picked? Doesn't that tell you the manager doesn't know what he's doing or what he's seeing? Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, this is not good enough. If Mcfred are not performing, they need to be dropped. On against Everton, I don't see any reason why Matip did not start. I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason why Matip didn't start that game. I would have played Matip, Pogba, and McTominay. But playing two of them together is blind leading the blind. It don't work, mate. It does not work. But the funny thing is, all I can see, 75,000 fans in the stadium can see that the football is boring. They played well in the first half, second half. It came from a poor corner kick. But United should have nipped that ball in the bud. As Everton ran to that United left corner there, they should have camped him there and not given him anywhere to come out. Fred is shorter than DeMarcus Gray. DeMarcus Gray is not a big player. He's the same weight as Wan-Bissaka. Same height, literally same build. You need to tackle the ball, not body check. You go for the ball, hack the ball, hack the man, take a tactical foul. But this fool is so confused and so inept and inconsistently bad. He let the guy go. Equalizer. Goodbye and good night. Last season, 3-3. This season, 1-1. What does that tell you? Nothing's changed. Football's still the same. Yeah, Southampton did the same thing. You see, to Ole, as far as they don't lose, they draw. A draw is just as bad as a loss. They went to Southampton and got a 0-0. And the football was poor. It was poor. But you got to ask yourself, why? With the talent you have, why are you still playing a defensive back six? It's very worrying. It is so worrying. If you're joining us, don't forget to smash a like, subscribe if you're new, and share our videos and drop your comments and tell us what you think so far. Because getting to a point now where the next couple of games might be Ole's funeral. We have Leicester, Atalanta, home and away, back to back. We've got Liverpool, Old Trafford. The last time Liverpool came to Old Trafford, they beat us 4-2 last season on the way to qualify for top four. This Man United team today, I don't think they could play City, Chelsea, or Liverpool. Think about it. So far, we have played nobody. Everton's been the toughest, the highest ranking team we played this season so far. And we couldn't even beat them at home. What does that say to you? What does that honestly say? Not good enough. With all the talent in that team, we can't beat Everton at home. And an Everton team that was depleted, an Everton team that was full of injuries, we couldn't even beat them. So you ask yourself, bloody hell, what the fuck is wrong with us? Aston Villa. Spurs beat Aston Villa at White Hart Lane this Sunday. The same Villa we could have beat last week. Spurs took care of them. Exactly. You start to wonder. You really start to wonder. You have to win your home games. Your home games are your bread and butter. Real Ferdinand said this, and I posted this. To my Man United friends, Houston Red Army crew. Real Ferdinand said, the reason we didn't challenge last season because we don't do well at home, and this is already starting to show. We don't win home games. Last season, there was an empty stadium. This season, what's the excuse this time? What's the excuse? Oh, too many fans this now? Too many? I can't really comprehend why we're playing so poor. You now give Phelan a new extended contract. For what? What have they achieved collectively? 4 of them. McKenna, Carrick, Phelan, Ole. All 4 of them are like a package deal. This is how it worked. When Ole was given the job, you see, when Mourinho was fired, United hired, borrowed, loaned Ole from Mulder. He alone could not handle the job. So they got Phelan, who was out of work at the time, who was an assistant to Alex Ferguson back in the day. They brought him experience. Carrick, who was already Mourinho's assistant, stayed there. Then they brought McKenna, who was managing the academy at the time. But if you look at them, Phelan wasn't the greatest footballer for United. He was bang average. I watched him through the 80s, late 80s and into 90s. I think his last game for United was in 93 when United won the first league title. He was terrible. He was United's right back, but my goodness. As for Carrick, great footballer. But what he's doing now, as a midfielder, I would have thought someone like him, someone who played as a midfielder, would have United's midfielders as the best that they can be. But obviously not. Then McKenna, before this, McKenna who? Exactly. As for Ole, Mulder, Cardiff, he got Cardiff relegated. They still haven't forgiven him for how he took that team down, took them relegated. Cardiff, bro. If we continue like this, right? If we continue playing football like this, I think we need to stop deceiving ourselves. See what I mean? You can see Ronaldo's body language. He's not happy because he wants to win. Yeah, you could say it's about him because he drives the team. He believes in winning. He doesn't want to play with Everton 1-1, Aston Villa lose 1-0. It's not good enough. I don't understand. Okay, if Rashford comes back now, say Rashford comes back, so how's he going to line up? Rashford is not exactly someone who's going to be creating chances, but they're going to have to find a way to get the ball to Ronaldo. Him and Shaw need to put balls in the box. Sancho and Wan-Bissaka. Mason needs to go sit himself down for now because, yes, he's been scoring goals, but let's call it as it is. He needs to cross the ball and stop trying to shoot from 25 yards. No, cross the ball. Put the ball in the box. When you have someone who can head the ball, Mason can't head the ball. Rashford can't head the ball. Marcel can't head the ball. The best two headers of the ball in United's forward line are Cavani and Ronaldo. And if you have both of them or one of them playing, put the ball in the box. Is it that bad? Is it that common sense that these guys can't even figure it out? Bloody hell. Are you guys that thick? If you have a guy who's good in the air, put these supports in the box then. Bloody hell. If you're playing with Martial, put the ball on the ground. Feed him. Pass the ball through the lines. It's like some of this is ABC 1, 2, 3. And United can't even do that. Bro. Nah. You know, there's always that satisfaction and fulfillment when your team is doing well. I don't mind United losing. I don't mind United losing. But when you play when I lose, so you know what? They were lucky. United lost a lot of games under Alex Ferguson, but the quality of football was different. But when you lose and you play badly, it hurts and it stinks. That's the problem. The Aston Villa game, the Young Boys game, the Carabao Cup. It's one of those things. You see what I mean? It's just poor. There you go. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? Donny wants to leave in January. We shouldn't be. Why should we be surprised? I honestly think the reason Ole is not playing him because he doesn't even know how to use him, how to utilize him, bring the talent out of him. It is what it is. When you are tactically inept, inadequate, ineffective, inefficiency in your program, think about it. Donny comes from Dutch football, whereby they teach them how to pass, how to play, how to keep the ball. One-touch football. Fred McTominay. If McTominay came from the academy, let's call it as it is. McTominay and Fred will not get into a City team, a Chelsea team, a Liverpool team. I don't think they'll even get into a Tottenham team. I'm literally just pushing the envelope a bit here. None of them will, because they are that average, bang average players. They are that average. They don't have McTominay. So you sometimes ask, they say he's in his attacking mid. Oh, he shoots from outside the box. Bro, I ain't seen any shooting for the last 3 games he's played. Mcfred. And when they asked Ole last week's pre-match game against Aston Villa, was it Aston Villa or Everton? Oh, no, before Villarreal. Why you keep playing Mcfred? I like their energy. I like their desire. So you're trying to say Matic and Donny don't have energy? They don't have desire? It's all right running around like unenergized Duracell bunnies. That's fine. But Fred is chasing balls that he lost initially when the ball was passed him. Fred does not look to pass forward. He looks to pass sideways because his passing range is very inadequate. Okay. Matic gave him ball against Villarreal. All he did was quickly just cross it. And Ronaldo, because Ronaldo already saw, if this ball comes to me, I'm going to give it to Jesse. And Jesse had 2 guys around him. So Jesse just laid it back to Ronaldo. 2-1-2. Beautiful combination. Beautiful combination. But other than that, what does Fred really bring? Oh, I forgot. Ole said he breaks up play. That was what he was supposed to do against DeMarcus Gray, against Everton, breaking that play up, making sure that guy does not get past. What did he do? He failed. See what I mean? See what I mean? This is what I'm saying. So, what play did he break up? I didn't see it. After he got broken, McTominay was nowhere to be found. So what play did they break up? Because I didn't see it. You have two guys doing the job of one. What does that say? Inadequate, inefficient, poor footballers. I'm sorry. Just look at the game against Man City and Liverpool. Look at the way City played Liverpool. City were the away team, but they took the game to Liverpool. Liverpool were lucky. Would United have that boldness and initiative and aptitude to do that, and acumen? I doubt it. Oh, Liverpool might have to be scared. Oh no, we're gonna play back 8. We're gonna play back 7. Okay, McTominay, you just sit in front of the defense. If the ball comes out, we try and do a break. Bro, nah. What you do, you invite more pressure onto yourself. Inviting more pressure onto yourself. And that's what United are gonna do. Again. Leicester, not this week. This weekend is international break. Leicester is next weekend, after this weekend, away. We probably do well because that's all we do, win away or do good away. Then it's Liverpool, Atalanta, Man City, Spurs, or whichever, somewhere along those lines. So you ask yourself, can United beat Liverpool? Can they beat City? Can they beat Spurs? That would be the challenge this season because they have not played anybody. Everton's been the highest ranked team they've beaten this season. Played, not beaten, because they couldn't beat Everton. Nearly lost if the goal wasn't called off. Lost that game just like that. See what I mean? And that's how bad it is. But this is who we are. This is who we are. I know Ronaldo can see that, man, what have I got myself into? If United do not win the EPL or sustain a league title challenge this season, I think it's a wasted year. If they do not get to the quarterfinals of Champions League, it's a wasted year. Obvious, simply as ABC. It's that simple. I would say this. I am at that point in my life whereby I'm not going to keep stressing anymore with Man United. It's not worth it. When I was younger, yeah, I'll be upset for 3 days. No, after the game, I'll be upset for a few hours then, yeah, bro. So you ask yourself again, can we improve? We have all the tools to improve. We have all the tools, everything. And I'll keep using that situation. A farmer has always complained, I'm not able to get good harvest. I'm not able to produce good vegetables, good fruits, because I don't have the right tools. Okay. They gave him a nice tractor, brand new tractor, new tractors with new blades, new spades, new rakes, new shovels, new things to dig holes and plant things quicker. So he doesn't need to manually do it. He has machines that could dig the holes for him. Everything brand spanking new. Everything, all the equipment for the farmer is brand spanking new. So this year they're saying, you know what? You've got all the tools. You've got a brand new tractor. You got all the tools, mechanical tools to dig and plant your crops and herbs. So you should get a great harvest. So the sponsors now go back to like, you have new tools now. Why are your crops still not coming? Why are we still seeing very baby plants? Why are the fruit not coming out, blossoming? What's the farmer's excuse? Nothing. It just shows the farmer doesn't know what he is fucking doing. And that's what it is. Ole has all the tools. Look at him. Oh, I need a central defender. So once I get central defender, I will need to play back six. Boom, Veron. Oh, we're going down the left too much. We need someone down the right. I need a right winger. Sonic is not good enough. Mata can't play on the right. Lingard can't play on the right. I need a traditional winger. 2 years. Boom, Sancho. Instead, he plays him on the right. On top of all that, that's all he expected. Oh, I forgot. Whatever happened to Pellistri, right winger? Diallo, right winger. Those names have completely disappeared into the sunset. Yeah, guys, don't forget, we had the right winger and Pellistri. He never played the full game. Diallo played, 4 games total? I don't even know where he is. Sancho is somewhere on the left. I don't get it. Then, after all that, they gave you a big Christmas present in a big red bowl. The GOAT, greatest of all time. Here you go. This should get you your goals. Always like, yay! Like, how am I going to utilize these new tools? I'm so used to using my old tractor, which goes very slow. That's where we are. Ole has all the tools, but doesn't know how to use the tools. That's where we are. If you don't know how to use the tools, you cannot deliver. Like you gave the example of a farmer. He's got all the brand new tools, tractor, new shovel, digging appliances, everything for getting the crops and the seeds germinated quickly into the sand. And still, he can't harvest any crops. Nothing's coming, no fruits, nothing coming out of. Everything is dug with his brand new tools. What does that say? Not it. The farmer doesn't know what he's bloody doing. That's where we are. And there you go. See, think about it. We've always complained, nothing down the right, nothing down the right. Sonic, as in, what's his name? Daniel James. Pellistri. Diallo. We even played Mata there. Played Lingard there. Then you go spend £80 million on a right winger who you've been chasing for 2 years. And you still can't even utilize him. So you ask yourself, does this guy bloody know what he's doing? Good morning, Joe. How are you? Good morning. Welcome to the show. We're talking about Ronaldo being unhappy, Phelan being given an extended contract, being rewarded for failure. I will call him failure because they, Ole, McKenna, Carrick, collectively achieved nothing. 5 semi-finals, 1 final, no trophies, but they get extended contracts. So you are rewarding failure with contract extensions when these guys have absolutely done fuck all. You see what I mean? If we are working in a job, we will not get a pay rise if we do not deliver the goals and KPIs and SLAs that was given to us at the beginning of the session or our quarter. If my employer say, you know what, these are the goals, these are the targets, these are the KPIs that need to be achieved. If I fail all of those, do you think they're going to give me a pay rise? 90% of the time, hell no. But these guys are being rewarded for failing because I cannot see what they have achieved. Second place is just covering over the cracks. You know, whereby there's a big hole here, you just paint it over. You just use a paintbrush, cover it so you don't see it. But when you start doing like this, you start to see all the holes and cracks. Like, bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell. Damn, big cracks. That's what it is. We are just carving over the cracks. But when you look in, microscopically look and zoom in, you're like, God damn, this wall is fucked up. That's where we are today, which is literally sad. Let me read out a few comments from the Houston Red Army. Right. Cavani's leaving in January along with Donny van de Beek. Are we surprised? No, we should not be surprised. Because, you know, they can't even utilize Donny because they don't know how to use such a talented player. As for Cavani, he's already said he's going to leave in January. I hope he doesn't because we need him. If we do decide to get into a Premier League title run, we will need him, right? Huh? Dreams are free. That's just me dreaming, hopefully. Diallo and Pelistri. You think about it. Where are they? Does anyone know where they are? They were supposed to be right wingers. If we're honest to ourselves, right? The Glazers have done it. They've kind of done a little bit. But this guy can't deliver. Ole has been given more opportunities than Louis van Gaal and Mourinho. He has got literally everything he's wanted. They got fired. Why is this clown given an extended contract when he has done nothing more than them? I see a bit of nepotism here. A bit of nepotism going on here, mate. Right, let's see other comments here. It's come down to coaching. It's like, yeah, shit, mate. Yep. Okay. Lampard and Ole are in a similar situation. Both legends of the clubs. Lampard more because he was a regular. Lampard was the engine, kind of part of the engine of Chelsea's success under Mourinho, under Ancelotti, under the continuous revolving door of managers. Lampard, yeah, he done what he needed to do. He got 6 players. He got a lot of players. That's another example of a farmer. He had a brand new tools. Did not know how to use the tools. He was failing. Chelsea board thought, you know what, Frank, we love you. Always will love you. You're in our Hall of Fame, great, Hall of Fame, but we got to let you go. They brought in someone else. 5 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. This guy took them to the FA Cup semi-final and the Champions League final and won. What does that say? It simply tells you Tuchel's a better coach than Lampard with the same players. That's what we're saying. Same players. It's the same players. Tuchel's worked with the same players that Lampard had. Lampard didn't deliver shit. He got fired. Tuchel had 5 months from, I think Lampard got fired in late December and Tuchel took over in mid-January. Took them to the FA Cup got to the FA Cup final, lost to Leicester, beat City in the semi-final, stopping City winning the treble, beat City again in the Champions League final, stopping them winning. So he won. He's a winner. But you ask yourself, what has Ole won? Nothing. Not even a sausage. He's got to 2 semi-final Carabao Cups, FA Cup semi-final, which he flunked last season, losing to Leicester City, playing Mcfred, Mcfred messed, you know what? It's so apparent that A guy who constantly messes up, constantly get rewarded by being played week in, week out, week in, week out. I don't get it. Under Alex Ferguson, you messing up. Those of you who remember 2004, you know, what year was it? 2003. 2003. 2003 quarterfinals Champions League, Man United and Porto. United lost the first leg in Portugal 2-1. Old Trafford, return leg. United were leading 1-0. They scored a goal, which the referee disallowed. That goal should have taken United to the semi-finals or yes, to the semi-finals. We got a goal disallowed. In the last minute, in goal, we had Tim Howard. In the very last minute, United had a free kick. United were on the way to quarterfinals. Remember, they had the away goal and they were leading at home 1-0. Free kick comes into the box. Tim Howard punches it instead of catching it. If he punches, didn't punch it far. Porto score. Mourinho dances down the line. That's how the world recognized Mourinho. He danced down the line. United are out. Tim Howard was dropped. Alex Ferguson never forgave him. He had never forgave him for that. Ever. That's an example of, yes, it's not his fault, but if you could have done better, you should have done better by the standards upheld on you. But, Ole, no. A guy keeps fucking up week in, week out. You keep saying, oh, he's energized. He has the desire. He breaks up play. And it's the same guy who keeps saying, I'm just learning how to take the ball from the defenders. I'm learning how to take the ball from the defenders. Really, bro? Really? If you're just learning on the job, then we have a serious problem there. Houston, we have a serious problem. You can't be learning how to take the ball from the back. I'm sorry. That's a no-no. You should, because that's not his specialized position. Does anyone actually know what's Fred's position? Because I don't seem to know it. I don't see what he does. I see him running around, committing fouls, making poor passes. The plays he breaks up are mostly the plays he tries to get the ball back when he's lost it in his first bad touch. When he played for Brazil in the Copa America, he was atrocious, especially in the final. He was terrible. I'm thinking, how did this guy even get into that team, that Brazilian team? There must really be short players. I'm sure there must be, because this guy was terrible. But he was terrible before. He's not just terrible today. He's always been terrible. Mcfred combo will not get the title to United. United cannot win a title with Mcfred. It's not possible. You're inviting more pressure, lack of creativity going forward. Even the funny thing, what is even more baffling and more puzzling is the fact that both of them play the role of one player, and still they can't even do that properly. We still concede goals. So I don't know what they break up. I don't know what they defend. So you ask yourself, what the fuck do they fucking do? See what I mean? That is what's bad. If you're watching our video, don't forget to please smash a like on the video and drop your comments. Really read your comments out. And don't forget to subscribe if you have not already subscribed. Thank you very much. We're talking about Ronaldo being unhappy. You could see his body language on Saturday after that draw against Everton. Even Gary Neville said it. He said, Ronaldo is a serial winner. He does not like to lose. He does not like to play in a mediocrity system. He wants to win. He's here to win big titles and Champions League, not Carabao Cup. We're not even in that anymore. And he's already starting to see how bad this team is, because end of the day, there's no creativity. You have a great winger on the right. You don't even play him. It's like, are you kidding me, bro? Are you kidding me? So what was the point in having a right winger? You complain for 2 seasons. I need a right winger. I need a right one. There you are. You play him on the left. It's like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? So Ronaldo, he must be thinking his mind like, Things got to improve. And the world media, remember, will always focus on Ronaldo because there's no player in that United team who's achieved as half of what Ronaldo's achieved. None of them. None. The closest would be Varane. And that's just recent. Varane's won 4 Champions Leagues with Ronaldo. But in terms of winning league titles, after Varane, it would be De Gea. Other than that, none of them have ever won a league title. None of them. In this team, they won nothing. Collectively, nothing. They've only won 2nd place and 3rd place. That's all they've achieved. No silverware, nothing. Not even a sausage. So he's thinking, Ronaldo's thinking like, what the fuck am I doing here? But I'm hoping his energy will continue to raise the standards because Ole, I'm sorry, things have got to change. We cannot keep playing this stagnant football. The fans, he kept saying last season, the fans, we need the fans. They are there now, 75,000 of them, and you're still fucking up. So what's the excuse this time? Too many fans now? Oh, there are too many of them. When I was giving instructions, they can't hear me. Fuck off, mate. Fuck off. The guy's a clown. But we wait and see. There's an international break this week. So we will be talking. Follow the channel. Support, subscribe, drop your comments, like, share. We're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook. Follow us. All right? Let me read these comments out quickly. Joe says Ronaldo needs to put a check. Don't want him unnecessarily put in team headlines and becoming a distraction. I get it. But the world media will always follow Ronaldo because of who he is. But you got to ask yourself. He is there to win. He's there to win, not to play and go to United. Ronaldo did not join United to be top 4. That was not his direction. That's not his goal. They have to work collectively. Even though United and Ronaldo are scoring, but the goals, the creativity is slow and it's coming in drips and drabs. But we have the players who could create it. Pogba's not a winger. Sancho's a winger. Sancho is not playing as he should play. Then what's the problem? Welcome to the show, brother. Ole out. I don't blame you, brother. A lot of us are thinking that way now because you've got to that point where you got to that point now you're thinking like, come on, bro. 3 years. Do you guys know in December, in 2 months' time, it will be 3 years anniversary for Ole? No trophies in 3 years. Nothing. Not even a sausage. But he's got a contract. Phelan's got an extended contract. Carrick and McKenna are going to get their contracts extended too. Rewarding mediocrity, rewarding trophy-less 3 years. Hello? What are you rewarding these guys for? You can't pull that shit at Chelsea. Conte won league title. Fired. Mourinho, look at this. Mourinho won 2 league titles, 2 Carabao Cups, 1 FA Cup at Chelsea first time. He got fired. He went back again, won another league title. He got fired. These guys ain't won jack. I haven't won shit. But they got extended contracts. So you ask yourself, this is pure nepotism. Simply nepotism. Simple. Because I cannot understand how you reward failure. If me and you work in a job, we don't deliver, you think they're going to give us a pay rise when we failed? Nah. So why are these clowns getting rewarded for failure? You know what I mean? Donny wants to leave. You can't play Donny because you don't know how to utilize a guy's talent. You have talent, you cannot utilize it, you don't know where to play. It's still putting square pegs in round holes. It's the same bullshit from last season. Like I said earlier, playing It's like a horror movie again. I will use the horror movie. You have a horror movie, you're doing a remake the following year. You only change the lead character, but the same cast, which means as bad as that movie was, we're watching it again as bad as it is. But they said, oh, it's not. It's a remake. They changed the lead star, so it's going to be different. So we begin to watch the movie so far like, this looks the same like last movie. This looks horrible. That's what we are seeing. The same poor football from last season. Viewers, don't forget to like, share, subscribe on our video. Really appreciate it. Smash a like on our video. Let's get more likes as we can see. I really appreciate you coming this morning. It is the time now in Houston. It is 9:03 in the morning. It is 5:03 in UK. And about, well, Australia's probably about evening time now. Yeah, so but you got to ask yourself, does Ole know what he's doing? Is he stubborn, or he does? It's just like, I'm gonna go my way. I have a vision. It's gonna come. It's gonna come right. It didn't come right last season. Why would it come right this season? Because what you're seeing, all the teams you played last season, they improved this season. They're not gonna stay where they were. Look at Brighton. I know it's early days. Brighton are becoming very hard to beat, bro. Look at Brighton. Hard to beat. You see what I mean? Every team has raised their level. United have to raise their level. With this stagnant back six ain't working. Can't you see it is not working? Change it. But does he know how to change it? I don't think he does. I think that's the reason. He said 4-3-3, but we ain't playing 4-3-3. We're playing something 4-3-2-1, somewhere along those lines. And even that, the person playing up front doesn't get no service. That's the problem. So the person on top, Cavani or Martial or Ronaldo, will always be starved of service because there's no creativity driving forward, because we have two players just sitting back there running a babysitting service for a back four that is well protected with quality players. I don't get that shit. I don't get it. I'm not mad. I'm just pissed off. I'm just mad today, bro. I'm just upset and disappointed. You see, I think it even got worse after watching the scintillating, mesmerizing, scientific football I saw on Sunday against Man City and Liverpool. I thought, why can't Man United play like this? Okay, City have just a bit more quality, but it's the approach. Look at Foden. I don't think Foden's that much better than Sancho, but he was taking the ball, running at them. It's like every player knew where everybody was. The midfield drove forward. When they were defending, they knew where everybody was. We can't go forward because the players who can take the ball forward don't have the quality to take the ball forward. You see what I mean? So it's like, watch Fred carefully. When he gets the ball in the center of the midfield, instead of looking for a pass there or pass right, he looks for he passes it sideways. So the time he passes it sideways, gets the ball back, gets the ball again sideways, the other position have already settled back and like, And what the opposition now does is harass Fred. He will lose the ball. If you guys remember, against Wolves, take your mind back to the game against Wolves. He lost the ball twice in the middle. Lost the ball twice. If not because Wolves had bad finishers, there was one. The guy went past Fred. It was so bad, Fred could not even foul the guy to get a penalty. He fell down like a sack of potatoes. See what I mean? This is how bad this guy. He can't even foul a player properly. What the fuck? So you don't tackle. You can't commit a foul. So what the fuck do you do? So what play do you break up? What passes do you make? What energy do you bring when everything's always the reverse and it leads to us conceding goals? That comes down to the clowns who keep selecting this buffoon. I actually don't blame Fred. I think he's not a great footballer. Most is a 5.5. He'd be better off in a team like Brentford. Even this Brentford team that's newly promoted, look at the style of play. They do not give up. This team played 3-3 with Liverpool. 3-3 with a very good Liverpool team with Mo Salah. This team went to West Ham and got 3 points against a David Moyes team. Exactly. I don't think we could even beat this Brentford team. If we can't beat Aston Villa, we can't beat Everton at home, bro, something is definitely wrong. It's like someone turned the lights off because this clown said, I want the fans. We miss the fans. He sang that excuse over. Maybe he was thinking COVID was going to go to this season. There were going to be no fans. We have fans, 75,000 of them. So what's the excuse now? Oh, there are too many of them now? It's too loud. They can't head my structure. Fuck off, mate. This guy's an idiot. He's full of excuses and excuses and excuses. When somebody's full of excuses, you know when someone hides behind excuses, is somebody who doesn't know what they want to do. So they use excuses to buy time to figure out what to do. But this guy can't figure it out because he's that thick and stubborn and arrogantly, inconsistently foolish. That's it. He doesn't know what he is doing. Let me read your comments. Our midfield is probably worse than Norwich. Oh, yeah. I would not be surprised, Hammy. It's not as... Listen. Let me calm myself down. Our midfield is probably worse than Norwich. Defensive duels, Fred and Scott, 48-50%. It is. Basuma is 75 and top 6 seats. Is in top 6 sides, CDM above 80%. Think about it. There's quality of players out there. But Ole said, I don't need a CDM. That arrogance. You would have thought he has one world-class CDM in his locker. He ain't got a world-class CDM. Matic does a good job. But does Matic have the legs? Not really. But Matic uses his brain to work. These two clowns ain't got the brain to work. They ain't got the vision to see, the brain to work. They have the legs to run like Duracell bunnies. Just run like headless chickens. Running. You know what sound just running, going around in a circle and just... Perfect example. A hamster. Over and over and over, but going absolutely nowhere. That's what them two do. Just run and run and run. And Ole says they have the energy. Without the ball, when they win the ball, nothing comes out of it. They make mistakes, which led to goals. Same thing Fred did in the FA Cup semi-final last season against Leicester. So you ask yourself, why? Why, Ole? Why? Like this brother said, Ole out. Fans are beginning to see, because you know what? When you're watching the game on the telly, it's slightly different than when you're watching it live. When you're watching it live, you can get a clearer perspective. You can microscopically, cinematographically watch it and see, like, this team is really playing poor. Because on the telly, you're watching camera angles, however it's filmed. But when you're there watching the game, you can see the positional play of our team against the positional play of the other team. Watch when Fred gets the ball. His first thing is, let me pass sideways. Because he's got no passing range. He has no vision to pass forward. My friend just texted me, Fred crossed the ball against Villarreal. About time. It's about time he made a pass. Come on. After 4 years? Give me a fucking break here. The guy is very limited. Very limited player. A team like Man United should have the quality of players who are great. United have the quality, but them two are not good enough at this level. But do I blame them? I blame the clown who keeps picking them. That's the problem. They don't pick themselves. It's the clown who picks them. So they in not playing well shows somebody has faith in them, even though they're shit. Which means the person selecting them is just shit like them. It's simple, bro. It's simple. Them two will not get into any top team midfield. No way. Like Hammy just said, Norwich midfield is better than our midfield. How is that possible? Norwich are fighting relegation, but the midfield goes forward. They attack. Yes, they concede goals. We don't concede, but we lose. It's funny, right? We don't concede a lot of goals, but we lose games. Isn't that ironic? Exactly. Because them two clowns who are supposed to be defensive can't even protect the back four. So I say again, what the fuck is their function? Because I don't see it. Maybe someone could tell me what Mcfred bring, because I don't see it. I still see us conceding goals. Even that they can't do well. They don't pass. They don't create. They don't defend. They don't break up play. So what does Ole say they do? But I'm beginning to realize Ole goes to these press conferences and just says things people want to hear. Half of what he says is utter bollocks. When I mean bollocks, it's like just talking utter nonsense. Because I sometimes think he doesn't actually believe what he's saying. Let's analyze what he says. They're energized. They bring energy. They break up play. They have a desire. Matic, Van de Beek, what are you trying to say about them? To no energy, no desire? You know what I mean? He just talks nonsense. It's just a lot of cock and bull. Really, really cock and bull. Just chatting nonsense. Utter bollocks. You sit down and watch your team play shambolic football, and yet you finish the game smiling like you won the game. You fucking dropped 2 points at home. You lost the one last week, and you're laughing and giggling like you just won a tournament. They say a serial failure uses and hides behind a smile. When you're failing, you keep smiling. Let them, because inside you're dying. Then fucking change the situation. On that note, people, we will end our show today. It's been an absolute great show. Any last comments to read? Ole said his team, his dream, and how we are working. I can't even feel it. Excuse me. Ole showed us a dream, but he's now waking up a nightmare. It's true. Halloween is coming. I feel like those of you who remember Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, this is what I think. I look like I'm waking up Nightmare at Old Trafford. That's what it looks like. Nightmare in Old Trafford, starring Ole, because he's killing the football, killing the team, killing the tactics. Boring. People pay a lot of money to. Some people fly out of the comfort parts of the world to go to Old Trafford to be entertained because they know football. Man United football is fast-paced, attacking. But they go there to watch a team not creating football, not creating passes, sideways, backwards. Just bullshit. So they're thinking, what am I watching? Why am I here? Why am I here? Why am I at the theatre of dreams? This is now becoming theatre horrors. That's where we are. And it's not good enough. This cannot continue. His next couple of games will determine Leicester away, Liverpool at home, Spurs home, City away, or reverse, whichever way that comes in, and Atalanta back to back, home and away. Can he beat Atalanta? I don't even know anymore. Someone's asking, why are you so angry? I'm not angry. I'm just more disappointed, mate. More like disappointed at the football we're playing with the quality of players we have in that team. There should be better football coming out of that team. After watching the game on Sunday, Man City and Liverpool, two football clubs playing attractive football. Liverpool were lucky not to get players sent off. I get that when there's a stupid referee. No, that's a discussion for another day. The inconsistency in refereeing, but the quality of football. Look at Foden. Look at the way De Bruyne was feeding. Look at the way the City defense was pushing forward, passing. The midfield, like defense to midfield, midfield to forward. Us is defense to midfield. Everything stops at the midfield. Midfield to attack. No, let's pass it backwards to the defense. We start again. That's where we are. Mary, the last comment. It's true. We can't go to any game confident of winning, even if it's against Sunday league team. It's that bad. People, family, United family. I think people begin to realize how bad we are played. Don't let the results against Leeds, Newcastle's a one-off because that was a Ronaldo carnival. If you wanted to start to see how bad we are, look at the game against Southampton. Look at the game against Wolves. Yeah, we've got 3 points against Wolves. Aston Villa. Young boys. Everton. First half, they started well. Second half, the same guys who break up play, energize, desire, they are the best combination. They cost the goal, bro. But they will start next week. They will start next week. That's the sad thing. He has no plan B because he does not know how to. As bad as Mourinho was, that Europa League final against Villarreal, Jose wins that. That final against Villarreal, Van Gaal wins that one. Even David Moyes would have won that game. But this clown and this clown in this circus and the clowns with him, the three stooges behind him, they are clueless, bro. Absolutely clueless. The panoramic view they have of the vision is blurred because they don't know how to change a game. The substitutes, it's just poor all over. It's just poor. Let me read this last comment. Nope, we have no identity in our play. 100%. I watched Brentford. Even Brentford, newly promoted, have an identity. They have a style and pattern of play. Even Brentford. How is that possible? Yeah. Ole thinks he will prove us wrong by making Kante our friend, but he's become definition of insanity. I mean, does not mean his words. I mean, my bro, he tells you as it is. He tells you as it is. You've seen him on our seen him on our panel. He tells you as it is. You know, straightforward guy, stand-up guy. He tells you, listen, this football is not good enough. Every United fan worldwide wants United to do well. Every fan wants Ole and the team to do well. But every true fan could see the system and pattern of play is not visible after 3 years. Now you have all the tools. This is the best assembled United team United had in a very long time, with all the talent, all the components, left, right, center, back, and still we're still playing this kind of football. So it is quite demoralizing, to say the least. Fans are quite, so we are 14 points out of available 21. So we've already dropped 7 so early in the season. At home, Rio Ferdinand said it. You have to win your home games. Last 2 home games, we got 1 point out of 6. What does that say? That is where, you see, when you start dropping points at home, home is where your bread and butter is. Forget the away. Home is where your games plan is. Home is where your football, your artistry is performed. You're in a theater of dreams. The fans, the orchestra, you play beautiful football, knock these teams out, and you move on. Put the fear whereby they step onto Old Trafford, they know they're going to get beat. It's not about how much they're going to beat, how many goals they're going to concede is what teams used to think about. Now, teams come to Old Trafford like, we're going to come to this team, we're going to teach them how we do it. Aston Villa did it, Everton did it, West Ham did it in the Carabao Cup. So, there is no fortress anymore. But it can change if we change our style of play. If we don't, we're going to be talking about this for the next 3 months. And hopefully by then, if things don't change, I hope, you see, this is where a lot of fans are divided. People want someone always to be sacked now to get someone else in to change things and start moving up now. Or some are saying, give it to December. If things are so bad, then change. Some are saying, give him the whole season. Now, December, the whole season. 3 options. On that note, people, I'm Tim Ross, your host. It's been an absolute pleasure having a chat with you guys. We'll be back again on Wednesday, having another live chat. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It's been an absolute pleasure being with you guys this morning. I've had a great time. Let me read out this last comment that just came in. Hamid just said, we want Ole to succeed, but he is not making it. It's true. We all want him to succeed. We all want him to succeed. Forget he was a legend of the club. I would rather have a guy who played for Accrington Stanley, who was a milkman, but he could take United to the next level with creative, attacking, beautiful, mesmerizing, scientific, scintillating football that is pleasing to the eye and could deliver a pattern of play, a style of play, than a legend who is stinking the place up. On that note, people, glory, Man United. I'm Primrose, your host. From me, it's goodbye and good night. See you in our next video. Thank you.